Hi. Okay, I just wanted to cut to the chase because this isn't going to be a very long video because I've been up all day and it's probably almost 12 where I'm from. But basically, back in November, there was a post floating around on Facebook talking about how all girls are beautiful no matter what the skin color is. It was a, a meme of four girls. One was white with blonde hair, the other one appeared to be light skinned and possibly biracial or mixed. The other one looked like she could have been mixed as well, but, or basically, there were two black girls who appeared to be visibly mixed race. One was a little bit darker, but she had 3C hair and she was still light skinned. The other one was a very dark skinned girl, but she had straight hair. Her nose was very little. She had a very thin nose, actually almost like a button nose, and her lips were small. She had thin lips. So I had commented that all three of them are fair skinned except for one, but they all have that same look: small noses, small lips, and a small phenotype. So, needless to say, it got a lot of responses, not very happy responses. One girl had commented on it back in November who is white. I had responded with, "You are white. You don't have an opinion on this." Simple as that. So, a couple of months later, it's January now. She had commented like a few weeks ago saying, "I can have an opinion all I want, you bitch. So shut the fuck up, you're ignorant." So I respond back, not too kindly this time. And then she replied with, "But I don't see why I can't have an opinion. Just because I'm white doesn't mean I can't have an opinion. You're basically saying that I cannot have an opinion on this because I'm white." I said, first of all, this is about white centric beauty standards that black girls are affected by. Why do you feel like you can have an opinion on anything that affects black girls just because you feel attacked? And plus, it was more so talking about colorism than simply the girls being black or looking white or something like that. So I don't know why she felt the need to comment on it. And then there were other white girls just coming for me saying, "Well, just because they're light skinned and don't have a big nose doesn't mean that they're not pretty. Just because they're black and they have white skin and because they have thin noses, basically an aesthetic that I have that's deemed beautiful by Eurocentric and racist standards, doesn't mean that they're ugly." So I'm getting all of these loaded questions, these loaded comments from people saying, "So you're saying that I'm ugly because I'm light skinned? Or so you don't like girls with thin noses? Oh, you have to have a wide nose to be beautiful," which is just intellectually dishonest because if you look around, clearly that's not the standard to have a big ass nose. Come on, my nose isn't really that wide, but it's still not that slender, narrow look, okay? Like my nose is practically a fucking triangle. Come on. It's like a big ass triangle on my face. Probably because of the glasses, but still, like I have a thick nose. So for people to get mad at me because I'm saying, okay, although there is a dark skinned girl in the picture, very dark skinned, Lupita's color, she still has small features. She's someone who has a look of a racially ambiguous girl, only with dark skin. She looks black. She looks like a dark skinned black girl, but her nose, her lips, and it pisses me off because when it comes to colorism, even if a light skinned girl has a wide nose and full lips and even nappy 4C hair, she's still considered beautiful or at least prettier than a darker skinned girl. So when you finally see a dark skinned girl get represented as pretty, she has to have some sort of indicator that, oh, she's somehow Eurocentric or she appeases a white gaze. So she has to have something like a thin nose or small lips or loose curly hair, because I see pictures on Facebook and Twitter where these little girls will argue some little dark skinned baby girl, but she has like blue eyes or she has like loose curly hair 3C type of hair. And I'm like, she's beautiful, but why does she have to have features that you normally associate on light skin or white skin for you to finally concede that dark is beautiful? So basically that was my point, that why did you have to add a dark skinned girl if you're not going to add someone who has an afrocentric phenotype, who has that look that you can just automatically read as black? I'm not saying every black girl looks like that, because they don't, but in the society, when it comes to features, not just dark skin, when it comes to features, you have to have small lips, a small nose to be considered beautiful, because small features are sorry, small features on a woman or on a woman is considered beautiful. In order to be a beautiful woman, you have to have relatively small features. You can't have too big of a nose. Your lips can't be too big. Your eyes can't be too spread out. Your forehead can't be too big. You have to have that symmetrical, narrow type of look to your face. I don't know how to describe it, but basically you have to have small lips and a small nose. That's basically, and look. Oh, that's something else. I thought someone else was commenting on it, because I'm still getting comments to this day, and I tried to ignore it. I tried to just let bygones be bygones. I tried to let it blow over, but to this day, there are still people just commenting on it. Like, I can't even like text or look at my phone for something without seeing someone else just commenting on. And it's not just white girls who are saying all this horrible stuff to me. It's black girls, dark skinned girls even, who are telling me, oh, you should go kill yourself because no one wants you. A girl literally told me that I should kill myself because I'm so ignorant and racist, and she called me retarded, and she called me all these ableist slurs and ableist sentiments. She even gave me misdirected trans misogyny by calling me sir, because I said, would you be talking to me this way if I were a man? She's like, okay, well, I'm gonna call you sir, and you're a man to me. I'm like, you're missing the point. And one, when you tell someone to go kill themselves, I think you are the worst type of person. So if you are someone that tells people to go kill themselves, stop doing that, because I'm going to look at you like you are a despicable human being. I understand we tell people that we don't like or we think are horrible, God, I wish you would disappear, or I wish you would die, but I would never advise someone to kill themselves because no one wants them. Because one, this bitch has no idea who she is talking to. An autistic, disabled, mentally ill black girl, or a black girl who goes through a mental illness like depression and anxiety, where she could literally tell me to go kill myself and I could have done it. There are people who literally do it because people tell them. Luckily, I'm not someone that goes and kills themselves because someone else told me to, but there are a lot of people out there who do that. And it's not to look down upon or to laugh at. That is true. So for her to tell me to go kill myself just because I told a little white girl that she cannot have an opinion on racism that does not affect her, it just shows what type of person people are. And no one is saying you cannot speak on race, you cannot speak on issues as a white person, but we are saying that it doesn't really matter, because it's not that I don't value your opinion, but I would have been fine if you had not given it. It would not have mattered to me because I'm not looking for validation or your opinion. So I just don't understand why people thought that they could have an opinion. Even a couple of white guys had comment on it, which I always think it's hilarious when white guys comment on it, because it's like, so because I am challenging beauty standards that you implemented, you're gonna try to convince me that I'm wrong. And this guy's like, oh well, just because people like those features doesn't mean that it's an unfair beauty standard. People just think small lips and small noses are beautiful, and don't be mad because people don't think you're beautiful. Another girl said, well, you're just jealous. You're someone who's mad because you don't have those features. So clearly you see that those girls have those features that you don't have, and they're being called beautiful, so you're just jealous. No, I'm not jealous. And it's funny because she tried to say, oh, I don't think that dark skinned girls are ugly. There are no beauty standards. It's all in your head. But you're clearly jealous of white girls. It's funny because I never even mentioned white girls until some white girl had commented on it and gave her unsolicited opinion. And she's like, you're jealous of white girls. And I'm like, oh, okay, you're not as unintelligent and ignorant as you like to pretend you are, because one, you understand beauty standards. You understand that white girls are the standard of beauty. I don't care what you look like, okay? The ideal beauty is white girls. So for her to say I'm jealous of white girls is basically something that she's probably heard from black guys. Oh my god, I love white girls, I love snow bunnies, and she's like, black guys just love me. And here she is telling the black girl, oh, you're just jealous of black girls, or you're just jealous of white girls. So clearly she's not ignorant. She knows what the fuck she is doing. And what actually inspired me to make this video was what Francesca, the MTV, I don't want to get this wrong, but she is a black woman who has made YouTube videos for quite some time, and she made a Snapchat recently where white feminists were speaking over her, and this inspired me because I'm just so sick and tired of white women in particular thinking that their opinion matters on a subject like misogyny. And again, it wasn't just white women, it was black girls, dark skinned girls, it was light skinned girls, all types of black girls who had dark skin and had the features that I said should be represented. And as Jessica Lee said, so many people think that they are progressive. People thought they were being progressive because they were distributing this photo saying they're all beautiful no matter their skin color. And they're like, yeah, we're praising diversity, we're praising beautiful girls of all shades, but they all had that same look. And it just really pissed me off. So I had to say something because I couldn't just let that go. I made a rational decision to respond, but look where it's gotten me. And I try to be so nice, and I try not to cuss people out, and I try not to be so foul and vulgar. But when people try to test me and push me and make me out to be this angry black girl, they are going to get it. And I also wanted to say that it's just bullshit because, again, if you truly thought that all types of girls were beautiful, then you would have had a disfigured girl. You would have had a girl, who was disabled, or a girl with a big nose, or a girl with dark skin, a girl who is Asian, a girl who is Indian, a girl who is black, or, a white girl who is fat, a transgender girl. You could have had all types of girls, but you just chose these generic looking girls with the same type of features, and it's like, wow, that's your ideal of beautiful of all shades. Like, I understand the point of the post, but I had to say something. And as someone said, it sounded whiny, and the anti-blackness was there. It was basically saying, well, it doesn't matter if they're white or not, they're all beautiful of all shades, so shut up. That's basically what they said. Oh my god, is that my fucking roommates listening in? I think my roommate and her boyfriend are like listening in because I heard them like laugh or say what. But I don't really care. But this is how I feel. Um, they probably think I'm talking to myself, but I don't care. But yeah, I'm just like, you don't truly think all girls are beautiful, because here's this girl saying there are other beautiful girls besides that generic look, and you're calling her jealous, and you're calling her even ugly. There were a few people like, Care, you are very beautiful, so I don't understand why you are complaining if you're beautiful yourself. Because just because you think I'm beautiful does not mean that I don't want you to think that I'm human as well. I don't care if you think I'm beautiful. I don't need you to think I'm beautiful. All I need you to do is treat me like a human being. And it's just frustrating because even at the school, I would try to have opinions on race in class, just speak on an issue about race. And people, oh my fucking god, please. Anyway, people just look at me or try to talk over me like, oh, why are you talking? Or you're going to say something like, you think you're so smart. I'm just like, I'm just so over it. I'm over it. I'm over people thinking that they can gaslight me and tell me, oh no, you're wrong and you're jealous and you wish you looked like me. You know, I may have low self esteem. I'm not gonna lie. I have low self esteem, but that's not why I am calling out beauty standards. It's just because I want all women to be treated equally, regardless if they're physically attractive to someone or not. So many women are treated unfairly and treated like poor human beings just because of the fact that people don't like the way that they look. Beauty privilege is a thing. So when I'm here trying to call that out, I would really appreciate if you would just say, oh, I'm sorry, maybe we should have put more girls up there instead of just these four girls. I understand that there are more than just girls with that look. Maybe next time when we do something, we should have more diversity instead of just getting defensive. But honestly, I do feel like if you are getting defensive when I call out something that, I'm not even saying that, oh, you're a horrible person because you did this, but if I am calling out a flaw or a mistake and you respond with so much vehemence and just anger, clearly you're guilty because your intent was to not include, it was to exclude and to say those girls are beautiful and you should aspire to look like them regardless if they are light or dark or not. And that's just not my thing. That's just not